Today on Engines with Eric, we're going to cover one of the biggest V8s GM has ever produced, a 496 cubic inch workhorse from the 2000s. You probably guessed right, it's the Vortec 8100 series engine, the last big block from General Motors. These were made from 2001 to 2006 for truck and SUV applications, then up to 09 actually for like military, marine, and commercial applications. But these were made actually to compete with Ford and Dodge's big V10s that they had at the time, the 6.8 liter Triton and that mammoth 8 liter V10 that Dodge was making also. This was also a gasoline alternative to the Duramax engine, a high torque engine ready to tow. Today we'll cover a little bit about the construction, what applications they were in, and then just what made them such a great engine altogether. Introduced in 2001, the Vortec 8100 series actually replaced the iconic 454 big block. So we'll make a note here, while this engine did replace the 454 big block, it was also designed off the 454, so this was like an upgraded version, so to speak. This included larger stroke, so increased displacement, so you got 8.1 liters instead of 7.4 like with the older big block. It had different intake, different heads, and sequential multi-port fuel injection as well. A couple of things this engine did retain though was a cast iron block and heads. Let's talk power and numbers here for a second. So all of that displacement equaled about 320 to 340 horsepower and about 440 to 455 foot-pounds of torque. Now this was year and application dependent also, so keep that in mind if you're looking for one of these. Transmission options also were dependent on the application, so you could get an Allison 1000, you could get a ZF6, which would be kind of cool, 6-speed in one of these would be a lot of fun. And then in the SUV specifically, you had the 4L85E transmission. So while we're here, in some applications, the Allison 6-speed was actually available in 2006. Let's get on to the applications list. So we're gonna blast through this pretty quick. You can get this in the Silverado and Sierra 2500 and 3500. This was also available in 3/4 ton variants of both the Suburban and the Yukon XL. This is a fun one. You could get this in a 3/4 ton Avalanche too. For commercial-esque use, you could get this in the Express and the Savannah 2500 3500. And lastly, you could get this in things such as the Kodiak, so commercial use. You get this in military applications and marine variants as well. Me personally, I am in love with the 8100 series and the 2006 Silverado or Sierra with that 6-speed Allison like I mentioned earlier. As great as this was, sadly it did have a pretty short run, and that's all due to emissions and EPA regulations that were going on and the government continuing to clamp down on gas mileage and things as the 2000s progressed. So they dropped the engine in favor of the 6.0. Overall, this is an amazing package for reliability, and these trucks are known for going 250,000+ miles. Think about it, GMT 800 chassis, Allison transmissions, and that big old cast iron 8100 series engine. That is a win.